Okay, on the last video, you learned how to set architectural units, and we drew this outline of this elevation, the front elevation of this little house. So now we have to add some more detail. To do this, we will start with a line in the middle, use as a guideline. And I'm going to select the object snap, make sure that object snap I have is on and set to be the correct tools. I'm going to go shift and right click and check my object snap. Right now I turned it on, which was off from my last exercise. So make sure that it's on. You can press always F3 function key to turn it on or off. And now I see that endpoint is on, midpoint I'm going to have them on, and quadrant is not necessary at this point. So these are the one I need to have them on. Even center, there is no circle, so I don't have to worry about that. Endpoint, midpoint, maybe I need to have intersection. So in the one that is, I have to repeat so I can turn automatically on. Okay, so let's just go ahead, draw a line. And I'm going to have, see the midpoint is selected and ortho is on. I'm going to just draw this line some distance. And I'm going to draw another line using the offset tool. Remember, offset tool is very useful tool. So if I select the offset, this is the offset icon, and it's going to allow the distance of 4 feet. Don't forget again, type in the feet mark, 4 feet. And I'm going to measure this line, draw another parallel line 4 feet up. So intersection of this gives me something to work with. So I know that's the highest point of this roof ridge, little roof that we have here, the ridge is 5 feet from this line. So I can set my offset spacing to 5 feet by pressing enter to exit offset and repeating by pressing enter again. And this time, rather than 4 feet, I need to have 5 feet. Then press enter after you type 5 feet and then select this line. And that gives me another line here. So which intersection of this line where my ridge starts. Another question you might have, okay, what is the angle of this or pitch, roof pitch in this case? So we don't have that, but we know if we make something parallel to this because they are the same angle, so to speak. So if we make this one parallel to this, I can establish. The one I'm creating right now is this middle part. Okay, so to establish that, we do have already this line established. So if I copy this one, I cannot use the offset in this case because I don't know the distance in the shortest distance. So I can use the copy. So you learn how to use copy. So on this particular exercise, you're applying some of advanced modification tools. So we did already mirror for this one, and now we're going to use the copy. The copy you can select from this tool here, or also you can select it from the menu. You go to modify and select copy. This is not copy under the edit, by the way. This is the copy that gives you the control where it's precisely how you're going to copy. So when it asks you select object, select this line only. And then press enter after that. It's going to ask you specify base point. Base point. This is important to locate exactly end point of this line as a base. So I'm now turn the ortho off so you're free to move. See, right now I'm copying that point exactly from that point to be connected to intersection or midpoint of that line. And I'm going to press enter to finish and repeat this by pressing enter again, or select the copy command again. Select this point, this line, and the point upper left corner as a base, then move to second part. So it's important to precisely copy that exactly there. So now we establish other part by using the offset. The distance between each line here, if you notice on this exercise, let me just refer to this assignment sheet. We do have these blue line that you see in the middle, and every single spacing on this one is 1 foot. How do we know that? Because we have 4 feet total and they're all equally spaced. Again, normally we don't dimension elevation like this, just the idea was exercise. So here also shows 1 foot for this overhang. So if I offset 1 foot bunch of lines, and I can trim and make this look something like this. The one I'm working right now again is the middle part. Okay, let's do that using the offset tool. This time I'm going to select the offset and select 1 foot. 1, don't forget the foot mark. I'm just repeating that because it's very easy to forget that sign. If you don't type that, what's going to happen? It's going to be inches. So type 1 foot. And then select the line, select the side. Select the line, select the side. Repeat this as many as you need. Coming back to this side. And I believe that's all I need right now. Make sure to select this and select the side. Okay, so you should have 5 lines. Okay, one of the last one is for this overhang. Now, there are 2 in the middle. So let's establish some other lines also. For this one, I'm going to start from intersection, draw the line from intersection, exit the offset, press enter, select the line tool, select the intersection to intersection. Start from the top coming down and offset. You can type O from the keyboard, by the way, for offset. That's another way of shortcut. And then 1 foot is still there. I accept that, press enter, and then select this line and repeat that. So I believe I do have one more, maybe. That's it. Okay. Probably have extra one. I need to have 3 for here. I do have 5 feet, and I think I should have, probably I missed this line. I need to have another line here from intersection to intersection here. That's the one. Yes, this is the one. Okay, so that makes it, and then I'm going to erase this. Repeat this one more time, because I did pick that wrong place. Okay, so starting from here, offset 1 foot. It's easy to do this one right this time. Okay, so the bottom one is a little bit shorter than 1. That's why I started from the top using that. Okay, now this last one is going to be erased after I trim this. So the reason I use that, so I can trim this extra line here with these lines. And go into the trim. Just clean up this a little bit. Okay, and now I can erase this. We don't need it more, these lines. And go ahead, erase those. Okay. So again, we started from this point to this point and offset 1 foot down, and there's leftover in the bottom is a little bit shorter. So I'm going to clean up this by going to trim, and this time I'm going to just go ahead, trim these extra lines. And now keep trimming. And just a matter of selecting the lines that you don't need. And we have created that little window in the middle. Okay, we got some extra lines here. We can cross selection from right to left. And we picked all those. Actually, we need to trim those. I forgot to trim 2 more here before I erase those. Okay, now I can erase all these. This one I can select individually. So all selected, erase. this is done, except one more thing. You learned about the layers. We're going to change this inside ones by selecting from right to left. You see, this is right to left selection. As soon as you touch those, selects everything within that window, and then change the layer after selection to something that is, I have blue color there, and maybe you can change, create new layer. If I use this dimension, which is red, would be fine right now. I'm going to change that. It's fine. I have blue. If you want to change the blue, you can create a new layer called something like window and then make him blue color. That's fine, either one. But as long as they are different thickness, that's what we are interested. Remember on the layer properties, make sure that you have, this is my, let me go get my layer to show you one more thing here, that pay attention to the line weight also. The only thing we have heavy lines right now is the object and border. Rest are thinner lines, usually about 0.2 or default or 0.3. So these are the one. So I want to have this inside one thinner lines. So now we got some extra. Oh, accidentally I have erased some of the other items here. So that's something I would fix them. So I believe when I was trimming accidentally, I deleted some of these lines here. I will put them back there. Okay, so far we have created this one. Now the question is, using another copy to duplicate, because they're all the same. Remember how we precisely can copy? Let's do that one more time. So I'm going to go ahead, select, modify, and copy, and select this time with the window from the left to right. Select everything within that window. After the selection, it's still asking you select object. You are done with the selection. Press enter. Press the enter key. And now defining the base point, precisely I would select this one, this ridge, and then have the ortho on. If you, it's going to go in this direction and this direction. Set your mouse in this direction and type 7 feet. And after feet mark, type 6. So you separate feet and inches. So you don't have to type inch mark, but type 7 feet. If you don't type that 7 feet, what's going to happen? It's going to read 76 inches, which is not true, right? 7 feet and 6 inches. So 7.5. You can, by the way, type 7.5, then feet mark also. And repeat that on this side. 7 feet and 6. Press enter. Press enter to end. So this is how you will duplicate those by using the copy. The same principle apply for the door, and try to do that based on what you have learned from this little illustration, hopefully. That would help you to create rest of them. We are not adding the dimensions at this time. Just save your work after you finish all this other detail that you see on this assignment sheet. As you see, there are 3 duplication here. We create one and the copy to by using some guidelines or typing the coordinate system. 2 of these are the same. And this door, a little bit heavy line that you see here, just fine. Use that object line. And inside all these glasses, we made them a little bit thinner, so it looks like some contrast there. You may use a different color on that one, definitely, but also line type to be thin lines, okay?